Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. I have three amazing ladies who I met through a conference, but now I feel like we have a connection together, like a ladies' club, right? Like a women's club together. So I'm going to let each of you introduce yourselves for a little bit, but I would say that I love all three of you, and I'm glad I met all three of you during the conference when we could. Over to you, Tammy.
Oh, me. Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
Tammy Blythe Goodman. I am VP of Brand Marketing and Communications at XCO, which is a video technology company. And I had the privilege of meeting all three of, or all, yeah, three of you, four of you, three of you. Oh my God, I'm like, I see all these screens. How many of us are there? There's four of us. Last month at an event.
Yeah. How about you go, Kelsey?
Yeah, so I'm Kelsey. I'm a senior director of marketing operations at Cybersecurity, which is just a cybersecurity company. Been in cybersecurity for about 7 years and in B2B marketing for, a decade and a half. Try not to count too closely. Mostly really enjoy the behind the scenes work that makes kind of marketing and demand gen run. I'm a Minnesota native, live in Minneapolis with my husband and 1-year-old son and two cats.
I love the cats. Gabby has a dog too. You should mention the dog.
Yeah, I have a dog who's eating right now randomly at 6 o'clock. And I live in New York City. I should mention that too.
Yeah, Brianna.
And I'm Breana Sevilla. I'm starting a new job tomorrow as a director of
Woohoo!
RevOps for a procurement software company. So I'm so excited to be starting a new adventure. I've been in RevOps and marketing for about 15 years, a little bit of sales before that, but definitely love the side of things and operations and helping go-to-market teams kind of break down those friction walls and work better together. And love all the AI stuff that we absorbed at the conference that we can start, putting into good use. I'm in Colorado currently. I've been here for 5 years, but prior to that, I was a lifelong Minnesotan, and I live here with my husband and our three cats.
See, I love that. I have two cats. We are all cat people here with one dog person. So it just goes to show that personalities can mix, right? Yeah. So I know we have a lot to say about the conference, but I'm so glad that, all of the four of us met. I think we really got to know each other in those 3 days, got really comfortable. I went to the spa with Kelsey. Tammy and I shopped together. Brianna and I spoke
Yes.
about a lot of things at length. It's a lot of gossip, what we enjoyed and what we didn't. What do you guys have to say in like and don't feel free to talk over each other. Like I'm not going to call each of you out. It's going to be like a free flowing conversation, just virtual, right? So what was your experience about the conference in a nutshell? What do you think worked out well? What do you think was something which could have been improved upon? And then I know Tammy has some gossip. Let's talk about that. Who's go first?
Well, well, I should say first, I had attended a different marketing conference the month before. So I think my opinion might have been skewed a little bit because I was sort of expecting to have the same experience, and I don't think I did. Still had amazing positive things like meeting the three of you, and the I thought the Claude session that we did there was phenomenal. Um, but this conference definitely lacked the amount of content that I had had at the last conference. So I was hoping for more of that. But to get to the gossip, the important thing, I think a few of us picked up on the fact that there was something a little odd about this conference.
Yes.
Specifically, the people who run the company were, I guess I would just call them characters. They were characters that I would put in a screenplay. And as time went on, I started to meet more and more people who thought similarly. about
Mm-hmm.
it. And then on the very last night at the big dinner, you all left to go to sleep, which was smart. But I was trying to just, I was really literally trying to meet as many people as possible. And there were still some people I hadn't met yet. So I engaged in a couple additional conversations and I found one person who met with I don't know, she's the CMO, I guess. Um, and she had mentioned to her that she was from California, and the CMO said, "Oh, you're from California. Do you want to come party with us?" And that was
Oh,
like super weird.
so it was
She
like a
thought
whole
it was,
party
What does
night.
that mean?
yeah, everybody thought it was a little odd. She also found out that that band, it was a Turkish band, right?
Yeah.
They were great, by the way. But they apparently live with them. I should say
Oh.
that the two people who run this company are married. Um, so apparently, I mean, of course, I'm hearing like the game of telephone. So I'm hearing it fourth party or fifth party at
Mhm.
this point. But apparently, they really liked their vibe. And you may recall that the word vibe was used several times at the
Yes.
conference, that she wanted everybody to be themselves and
Just
just go
vibe.
with the vibes or something like that, which was cool, which was very cool. But yeah, so I guess this band lives with them. And so
Interesting.
she invited this woman from Northern California to like come party with them, and she wasn't sure if that meant drugs or sex or
Fair.
um and
I would
then
imagine the
and
same thing. If I were-
yeah um and then one of the men that I met, he said that he had kind of another similarly awkward conversation with her where he just started telling her like, oh, I've talked to your husband many, many times, but I never met him until now. And she just cut him off and said, are you attracted to my husband?
Oh,
And he was like, what?
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
big leap.
there was something strange there, especially on the first night. Did you guys notice? Like when that was the night, I think all of us were getting together and trying to get
Yeah.
to know each other. I'm glad we found each other on that table of
Waiting
women
for dinner.
waiting for dinner, waiting 2 hours for dinner, getting tired because everyone flew in that day. But I felt the vibe really strange that time too because I was like, why? I get the point of karaoke, totally on it. But I just, it after a while, all of you noticed no one was interested in the karaoke. It just like
Yeah.
it was windy, people were hungry. It was like just
Wendy.
get down. It was
And the crowd
windy.
of people moved from the stage back to the bar. Like as the
Yes,
Yeah.
karaoke went on, the crowd went,
there we go. We're here. Yeah, and it got a little, it was like, just get over it. But we had the organizers going in and kept pulling people in
Yeah.
and me to sing. And I'm like,
Well,
"Hey,
some
everyone
of us
stop."
also was yes, a lot of us who came from the East Coast, we woke up at 4 or 5 in the morning to
Yes.
get
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
So we were exhausted and just wanted to eat dinner.
Yes. And I was like, strange thing, when I was leaving the US, because I stay in Canada, there were literally ICE agents after you scanned your boarding pass into the when you
Oh
boarded the
wow.
plane. And
oh
they
my
were like,
gosh.
what was your purpose of visit? And I'm like, in New Mexico. So I was like, oh, I was here for a conference, work conference. They're like, in New Mexico? And I was like, yes. They did not believe me. I'm not lying to you.
They're like,
I had
sure.
yeah, yeah, you were here for a work conference. I had to open my email and show them that I was invited to this. And then I had to,
Really? Oh my
yes, and
gosh.
I had to also show my LinkedIn post that I attended it. And so they were like,
Wow.
and they like exchanged a look between themselves and they're like, work conferences happen. And they got into this whole bit of what kind of work do you do? And I'm like, oh. I was like, I'm a RevOps person, and that was a strange look because I don't think RevOps resonates with me.
Yeah. So usually
I
it
need
invites
to,
more questions when you say RevOps.
yes, it's like,
Wait,
what
was
the
this
hell has
in
that?
New Mexico?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to say the security. I'm TSA. I have TSA pre-check, and the security in the New Mexico airport was worse than I've even get at JFK here in New York. And a couple of people at the airport told me that this is normal for New Mexico. Apparently, it's like a thing in
Hmm.
that airport because they went through my luggage and everything. I was shocked.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Yeah.
interesting.
So maybe they were
Mm.
just like really thorough with security there. I don't
You
know.
know,
Yeah. And
I
I
have
think a lot of
no.
conferences just aren't in New Mexico. Like it was kind
Yeah.
of a weird place for them to pick.
Yeah, usually it's
They
like
were.
San
Yeah.
Francisco or
Yeah.
Austin or, you know.
You had to prove yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, why were you on work trip? Oh, let's find out what you really do for work. Because
That's crazy.
yeah, but that was my experience. What about you guys, Brianna, Kelsey? What do you have to say?
As far as like the conference goes, like I just wish, like Tammy said, I wish there was more content. Like
Yeah.
I wish we could have had like maybe an opportunity for one more session versus like the afternoon activity, which I did the hike, which was more of like a leisurely stroll, not really a hike. So it would be nice if
I
we could,
heard
if there
about
was
that
like,
from someone
yeah,
later.
like if there was an option, like you could do an activity if you don't want any more content, or you could do either one more session, or maybe like I never got into the workflow thing because I just didn't have time in between
Mhm.
everything, but or the actual like Claude hack piece if they would have had longer than the
Yeah.
amount of time that they had. I would have liked to
Yeah.
get a little bit deeper in some of those, which I know that they're now starting to do like webinars for, but like the ones last week I couldn't attend because I was busy buttoning up everything at my last job. So I was like, hey, are you going to send out the recording? And they said no. So I was like, oh man, I got to try to like, if you're going to do it again, definitely let me know because I want to get in on these and see more than just 5 minutes of it. But yeah, I just wish there was more opportunity to be in more content.
I agree. Kelsey and I did a fun activity. We went to the spa.
Yeah, you guys picked the best
We
actually.
had
I
our
should have
own
done
like
that
I
one-on-one
instead.
did that.
session.
I did that
Yes, we
too.
had a one-on-one session there, but we were disappointed by the spa too, right, Kelsey?
Yeah,
Because
Oh,
spa
there was
wasn't
like bugs
really.
floating in the jacuzzi, and
Yeah.
there was a strange steam room, and it was a whole thing. How was your experience?
Yeah, yeah. The spa and the conference similar. I expected a little bit more, maybe. I mean, not to just kind of say the same thing, but I think I expected the a little bit more structured content. I
Mhm.
think would have been helpful. I liked how a lot of the sessions were more discussion based because you got to hear more use cases than maybe you would with just a person talking, but without the moderators really kicking anything off or bringing their own kind of use case. The sessions started to bleed together for me a little bit, where you'd kind of hear similar use cases again. And as someone who's kind of going into it, where my AI use cases are a little bit more on the beginner side, like I wanted to listen and learn. So I was really hoping for just like more of a point of view, I think, from the conference instead of just
Mm.
like vibing all the time. And I think the fun activities, just because they were so forced, like they didn't really feel organic to me. And I think they were going for something organic, but it just came across as more awkward. Like when I found you guys at your table, I was running away from the organizer who was trying to force me to do karaoke. Besides, like I told her multiple times no, and she was just like looking things up and following me around trying to get me to go up there. And I was like, I need to sit down.
oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I'm glad you came and sat with us.
Yeah, I
And
Yes.
know.
honestly, that is the other thing I do like because I've been to other conferences where like you stay off site, you just get there when the event starts, it goes all day, you leave when it's done, you don't really make a lot of good connections. So I did like the sort of resort setting and that we were all
Mhm.
together for everything because I've never met people at a conference that I've followed up with afterwards. So I'm so excited that I met the three of
Oh.
you. But that was one thing I did really like about the structure of it.
Yeah.
I agree. Like for me too, it was like the first activity that Kelsey mentioned. I, I don't know about you guys. I registered for the pool and I was like, it's so windy today. I'm not sure what are we going to do at the pool. And that's when we had a discussion and Kelsey's like, we could just go to the spa. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Let's go.
I should have done that with you guys, even though it sounds like it wasn't, maybe it wasn't
I
worth it,
really
but
thought your hike would have been like longer and like up the mountain because there was some really
that's
good
what I thought. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a proper hike. Like I brought my hiking shoes, brought my little fanny pack thing. I was like, we're gonna go on a proper hike, but it was really just kind of like a leisurely stroll on flat ground. So I was like,
I
oh,
hike.
I heard about that later because I think Tina went on that hike, and I had lunch with Tina in Santa Fe, and she mentioned she said she brought like gear or
yeah.
something,
Yeah, I
and
thought
she
we were
didn't feel
gonna
like it was
like
around.
hike in the mountain. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the spa also, just not with
Oh,
Nita
we
and
didn't catch
Kelsey.
you. Yeah, we didn't catch you, but it would have been fun to do that. What was your spa experience?
Yeah, I had a massage, and I think I may have told you both the next day. It was a little weird because the room was very bright. It wasn't dark at all.
Oh.
And so that was a little off-putting for me. But my masseuse, she actually gave a pretty good massage, and it was with hot stones, and I got a lot of information from her. She like talked to me about my areas that I needed to work on. So that was good. But I mean, there was no way in hell I was going to go to the pool. And the hike, I had I knew I was going to have elevation sickness issues.
Yeah.
So I also thought the hike was going to be up in the mountains. So I was like, oh, I can't sign up for that. So
And
I
then I
just
guess that makes
booked the
sense
spa.
why they, yeah, like because we were at like what, 5,000 feet around there.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it wasn't like a strenuous hike because people from sea level probably would have struggled. So I get why they did it the way they did. But had I known that's what I was going to be, I would have been like, oh, can I maybe just go into like the workflow building area? Like, is that still open? Or that was the other thing too. It wasn't always obvious how long some of like the free flow
Yeah.
things were going
Yeah.
on. So it
There
was
were like,
hard to know when you could pop in.
yeah, there were like time blockers in the agenda, but it was like you could do it all day. Like Tammy and I
Yeah.
did the what was that? What is that? Patch your tote. What was that there?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm so
yeah.
sad I didn't do that. I forgot my
Yeah,
Oh,
like
tote in my
awesome.
room and then I didn't make it back to go get it to do it. And I was like, oh, my tote's
I
boring.
hoofed back to my room because my room was so far away, and I
it
knew I
was.
had
Yeah.
a very small window. So I was like, I have to run. And I
I
was out of
tracked.
breath.
I tracked the time to get to my room. It was 750 meters away from the actual lobby and from where things were happening. And I'm
Yeah,
like, I
you got
cannot.
got your steps in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also, remember the night where all of us got lost going
Oh,
back to the,
Trying to get back.
yeah.
we're like, oh, there are snakes here at night. It'll be fun, fun
It
walking
was
through them.
I thought the resort was really like beautiful from the outside, and the
Hmm.
whole first level with the lobby and the fireplace and the chandeliers and the view were so amazing.
Oh,
But
the view is
honestly,
beautiful.
my room wasn't that great. I had a lot of problems with my bathtub and my sink not draining. And
Oh,
I was just like, this is
Oh,
an
I
okay
had that
room. I
problem
didn't
too.
feel
My
like
sink wasn't draining as well. I was like, what?
really.
What was
Yeah.
going on?
no.
Yeah,
I
that was a
didn't really
problem.
feel like I was in a resort, except that
Yeah.
it was taking miles to get back to my room.
Also,
Oh, that's
like,
too bad.
they played
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce when they were giving me the facial. So I was like, I'm not sure I'm good, relaxed. So I told her this. I was like, after like one or two songs, I'm like, can we change the music? And then guess what she puts? She puts all the songs from Twilight, the movie. And I'm like,
Like,
I
don't you
was,
have a spa mix or
Yeah,
something?
usually it's at like Enya, basically.
Yeah.
yeah, I was pumped up. It's like,
It's
yes.
so interesting.
It was great. It was a nice but strange. But Tammy, you and Kelsey, you too, you guys got to see a little bit of New Mexico. How was that?
Mm.
Yeah, I went to Santa Fe, which I totally get why it's considered like a sister city to Sedona. And by the way, Sedona was unbelievable. If you ever have a chance to go there, it's like magical. Santa Fe wasn't as nice as Sedona, in my opinion, but I still had a great time. I picked up a lot of art, and I had a sound bath there. which I can go into
Oh,
later. But that was by far one of the top 5 most incredible experiences I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
And
wow.
Wow.
I feel like, other than meeting the 3 of you, I feel like I was
Oh,
meant to go there to have this sound bath experience. It was crazy. I like hallucinated. It was, it was off the charts
wow.
insane.
you
But Kelsey,
hallucinated?
yeah, I mean, I was like in a deep meditative state, and I had a lot of visions, and it was like 60 minutes long. And you know how,
Wow.
Breana, you and I were talking about lucid dreams?
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
I had like an extremely lucid, I don't it felt like hypnosis in a way. It was
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, I had visions from so many different things, and I also had a mantra come to me, like clear as day,
Oh,
like
wow.
towards the beginning, and then it just repeated itself over and over again. And I read later that, like, if you're in a deep meditation, that can happen. If you hear a mantra, it's like a gift to you. It's like a gifted mantra. And it just was so clear. And at the end, my dog, who had passed away, hugged me at the very end,
Oh
like
my
came and
gosh.
hugged me. I mean, it felt very, very vivid. And I woke up just feeling like validated, and like I knew what I was supposed to do with my life.
Wow.
It
Wow.
was honestly like unbelievable. And I asked the woman afterwards, because I was by myself. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
group thing. And I asked her, is this normal? Like, all these things happen to me. I just came here to relax. Like, I thought I was just gonna unwind a little bit with some sound. And she said it does happen to people if they're very open to it. And she said, I could tell by the way you were breathing that you were in very deep meditation, but I've never experienced
Wow.
anything like that before. So if you ever see signs for sound bath, go, run, don't
That's so
walk.
cool.
I love that. We're going to get into a little bit about, oh my God, why is it saying upgrade now? I'm going to upgrade it because we have some really awesome stuff to talk about. I don't want to lose out
Oh
on that.
no.
Kelsey, you go ahead and
Yeah.
let's talk about
I mean,
your.
I don't know that I didn't have a hallucinatory like experience in Albuquerque. That wasn't
Sober,
quite
by the way.
it.
Totally sober.
Yeah. So, yeah. But it was good. We just kind of like my husband came in the last night and we rented a car, which you definitely needed a car, especially our resort was so far away. And we drove into Albuquerque and just kind of tooled around. We went to the Native American Museum and they had
Mm.
like some dancers there performing, which was really
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and just ate food. We had like some good New Mexican food with like the Christmas red and green chili sauce.
Mm.
It was incredibly cheap. Like everywhere we went, I kept just
Wow.
being like shocked by the prices because I don't think Albuquerque is quite as touristy either as like
Yeah.
maybe Santa Fe or other places, but we still like enjoyed it. So I don't know if I would go back, but I'm glad to have gone.
I love that you said that because I had a girls' trip 1 week before we came to the conference. If I knew of
That was so
something,
crazy.
I know. I was like, I was here, and it's a long journey to come from all the way to Canada. But and everyone's like, "What do you want to do here?" Which we'll get into a bit. There were some characters there as well. The conference, of course, the organizers were pretty unique, but there were also some characters we met over there. I was really offended by one strange lady over there. Do you guys remember the second day when we had like the we all sat at the table and we ended up having dinner early? Like, is anyone going to go and have dinner? And
How was the
We
last
went
day?
straight to the buffet.
we went straight to the buffet. We're like,
Yeah.
I don't care. We want to go home. We want to eat early and go to bed. So there was this one lady at our table who was super offensive, who kept saying, "Oh, do you speak the Hindu?" And I'm like, "No, it's called Hindi." And she's like, "Oh, it's the same thing." It's not the same thing. Hindu is a language. And I got really offended by her. And when I was going around, um, to get something, I think a glass of water or something, or I went to get dessert. I don't know what it was. And she came to me and she's like, "I don't know why you got offended." And I'm like, "Well,
Oh, she approached you.
she
Oh.
did." And I was
Oh.
like, "Well, you said, do you speak Hindu? It's the same way I was asking someone, do you speak Christian? You don't. You speak English or Spanish
Mm.
or something else." And she's like, and she dismissed it. She's like, I don't know why it sounds the same.
She kind of dismissed it at the table too. It was kind of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh, whatever, you know what I mean,
yeah.
versus like
So
acknowledging it. So she didn't
I
handle it properly.
she
I did have
did.
a conversation with her about it when I saw her again
Oh,
because it came up not by me, she brought it up. I do think it was, even though you took it as very offensive, which I don't blame you to take it offensively at all. It was offensive.
well, I
I
wasn't
do
offended. I
I do
wasn't
think it
sorry
was
to
an
cut you
honest
off.
mistake on
No,
her part. Like
I
she
think
just really
it
didn't
was
know.
mistaken. Completely agree. So the first time I wasn't offended,
Yeah.
I corrected her. I was like, well, that's not.
Yeah.
What offended me was the dismissive nature again and again.
Yeah.
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 It was like, I just corrected you, so you might just acknowledge that it's called this.
Right.
Yeah, so I was not offended at the beginning. At the beginning, I was like, "Hey, that's not correct. It's not Hindu, it's Hindi." But and I'm okay like correcting people and letting them know because there's so many strange things in India that you need to learn about, and I don't expect everyone to
Not
know
just
it.
India, just like there's so many different
Exactly,
cultures. None of us
everywhere.
really know about everything about each other. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah.
you don't know. I'm happy to educate you, but you being dismissive about it again and again is what
Yeah.
offended me.
Or to come
Maybe
up to
she,
you afterwards and dismiss it again
I
versus saying,
dismiss it
"Oh, I'm
again.
yeah,
Like,
sorry."
that's
I
Like,
don't know
weird.
why you're
yeah,
so
that was weird.
offended. It was like, why are you so
But
offended?
it obviously bothered her because she brought it up with me too when I
Mm.
saw her. So maybe she was embarrassed. I don't know. She didn't say she was embarrassed, but it
Some people
obviously
double
bothered.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it bothered her enough to bring it up with me because because I actually gave her a ride somewhere, so I kind of developed like a friendship with her, and she knew I was hanging out with you, so she was probably I don't know, I don't know what was going through her head, but she did bring it up, and I said great things about you, by the way. I was like, she's actually really nice. She's dry and sarcastic, which I like. And I think that I don't know if she really found her people there
Yeah,
either. Although I'm not sure. I got the impression she wasn't really looking for her people. She had a different
Maybe.
agenda for that event. But
yeah.
who knows?
They
Yeah.
come to, like I said at the conference to you all, some women come there to look for husbands, for boyfriends,
Yeah.
Right.
because there are men who are really put together at these conferences. So it's a
Yeah.
nice dating, ecosystem versus, an app. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't happen for me, just in case you were wondering.
you did have one person that you could say there is something like a connect.
I
No?
did?
You
No.
didn't find
No.
anyone? No?
No.
I thought it was also forced on us. Remember the little game that we had that go find your
Yeah.
person?
Oh, I
Hmm.
didn't even do that.
No.
Tammy actually found her person.
Yeah, but the only reason I found my person was because Dan hacked the system. He was like, if you really want to know, I can tell you. What's your last name? And then he physically brought me over to the person because I didn't even know who it was either, even after he
So
said their name.
crazy.
And that was I mean, I like the idea of the exercise because it is a fun way to meet other people. I might steal it for an event for my company.
Maybe
I just
execute
But
it
forgot about
better.
it like
yeah, it was
until the
hard.
last day. I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we're supposed to be doing that." Well,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to. I want to stay here and talk to these ladies. So,
Oh, I
Yeah.
did that too throughout the conference. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go talk to more people. I've got like 3 or 4 people I'm very happy with right now. I'm not in
Yeah.
the mind space to go and do it. Like when we were like I was patch maxing my tote bag. I went crazy. Everyone was like really nice about it and picked like 4 or 5 patches. I went in and I was like, how many can we use? And she was like, as many as you want. I'm like, great, I'm gonna just fill up the whole space. As I was doing that, I
She
put
actually covered the sponsor's name on the bag.
That's
Can't
the way
even
to
see
do it.
that.
so I did see a lot of people trying to make friends when we were going through that whole activity. I also saw people trying to network when we were doing the workflows, but I was so in
Mm.
it, like I was in my workflows. I didn't bother, seeing those connects happening. Like I do know 2 or 3 people reached out and they're like, hey, I work here. What about you? And I just like I now in retrospect, I feel like I gave very good replies. I should probably be nicer.
That's hard though. If you're like in the zone trying to build something and
Yes.
also network
Yeah.
with people at the same time,
Yep.
like
Some folks
that'd be
are really
quite a
good.
skill.
I mean, one thing I thought was missing from this conference that we had at the Exit 5 one was just like coffee breaks. But we didn't
Oh
even
yeah.
have enough like sessions to grant or not to grant to warrant any coffee breaks. But during those coffee breaks at the Exit 5 conference was when we actually like really started meeting more people and engaging
Mm.
and
I don't think
and
we needed coffee breaks here, right? Because
we
everything was a
no
break.
yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I think everybody across the board said that they wish that they had more sessions. So I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
that aspect was. I actually didn't fill out the feedback survey, but I should. Maybe I'll just
I
send an
did.
email instead.
You
You
did?
did?
It's not
I did.
anonymous. You have to
It's
put in
okay.
your. I was like, that is
I
not
did.
okay.
And
That's
I
not how
basically
you.
put the same feedback as what I'm saying here is like it would have been great to have more sessions
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like to have an
Same.
Yeah.
optional if you would want to do either like more time with the workflows or more time with this or with that versus like the afternoon activity. Like maybe some people had enough and wanted to go do the activity, but if some people wanted to like stay in
Yeah.
it and
Yeah.
get more, because like the first session, I think three of us were in, and that was a really
Yeah.
good session. Like I took some good
I
notes
loved it.
there, and it was great to like hear from people who were more advanced with AI
Hmm.
than myself. But my second session, we didn't really get into it as much. It was more just people talking about like it was like the zone of genius session. So it was really just talking about like
Oh,
what's each of your zone of genius. And it wasn't anything that you could like bring back
that's
and
weird.
apply to work the way that the first session was. So after that, I was like, man, I wish I would have had just one more.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to go to the one that was like all bound or something like that,
Yeah.
which
I was
I
in that
heard mixed
one.
things about that one too. So maybe it wasn't
Yeah.
worth it.
Sammy can tell you
But
how that was.
Yeah, I was in that one. I mean, I think just generally, like, if there's only two sessions, one of them is bound to not be that great. That's why it's good to
Yeah.
have three sessions.
yeah,
So,
I would
I
have
mean,
liked
it's
more.
true.
Or
Yeah.
the second day, like after breakfast, maybe there's like one more
Yeah.
Yeah.
session
Yeah.
then, or maybe like boot the keynote. I guess maybe they want to kick it off with the
Well, and they
keynote,
told us
but
to not leave until after breakfast, so I kind of assumed there was content on that last day, and there was nothing.
Oh.
There was nothing.
Yeah, you'd think they could at least have like wrapped it up. I will say the one like good part of the conference that I really liked was that not having like a bunch of booths with vendors and like
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
pitches. Like I don't think we
Oh.
ever got pitched to even by the organizers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was really refreshing because it didn't feel like someone was constantly trying to sell to me.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I
Agree.
did get sold to
Oh.
afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Afterwards.
getting messages now from other attendees,
Yeah.
but not at the event, which was
It's
great.
like super weird to me though. I was like trying to have a conversation with someone on LinkedIn afterwards and she was like, "Yeah, do you think your organization can use this?" And I was like, "What? I wasn't even I don't even know what you do. Wasn't asking about that." But wait, I have a question, Kelsey. Like what events have you been to like work events where you're seeing lots of booths and stuff? Was that like
Yeah.
HubSpots inbound or something?
Yeah, HubSpot, Marketo. I mean, I haven't been to
Oh.
a conference like this in a little while. But usually there's like at least like a room of booths and vendors. And like they have like
Oh.
swag or things they're giving away, but to get to some of like those like 15, 20-minute build sessions like they did at with the Claude session, you've got to like go to the middle of the vendor booths and then
Yeah.
it's like you feel
Oh.
like you're like scurrying through before someone grabs you for a pitch.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's unbound.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been there. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I
I
haven't
hear
either.
I've heard so many mixed things about that. The next one I'm going to is in September. It's Exit
You must
5.
come to it, all of you. I'm going to be speaking. I need all the support. No
Oh
I
need to
would
be in
yeah.
the
love
crowd.
to come. Yeah, where the company I'm starting with tomorrow, they actually use HubSpot for CRM. So this is actually my first time not
Oh.
admitting Salesforce in, since 2014. So I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what's my life
We
going to be
use
like without
HubSpot.
Salesforce?
Yeah, we use actually
Interesting.
HubSpot and Salesforce, but we're trying to get it all onto all into HubSpot. So I know HubSpot
I
pretty
think
well.
that's what they're doing. Yeah, I know HubSpot really well on the marketing side. I've
Oh,
had to use
okay.
that for many years, but never as a CRM.
Mm.
So
Right.
this will be a change. So now I'm like, ooh, now I really want to go to it.
Yes.
Is Unbound the new name and it used to be Inbound, or is that a
Yes.
separate event? It's
No,
the
it's the
same.
same thing. They just call it
Oh,
unbound because now everything's changing with AI, so they don't want to say
yeah.
inbound anymore. It's unbound.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Okay. Well,
That's
I am
cool.
going to make an effort to come.
yes. What if I get like free tickets for all of you? Maybe you can
Then
Oh,
go.
I will
if
definitely
you
be
get me
there.
a ticket, I'll
Then I'm
definitely come
there.
Okay.
because yeah,
Okay. I'll do that.
it's so close to me. It's in Boston. I could take the
Oh,
train.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And I need known faces in the crowd. I can't just go up and speak. It will be crazy with the number of
What
people turning up.
what are the dates again?
16th, 17th, and 18th of September. Oh,
Okay,
yes,
so
Okay.
it's
that's
very
correct.
close to my other conference. Let me see. Do you
The-
know which day you're speaking?
no, not yet. It's a full process. It's like you have to be
Oh,
there on all 3 days. And I'm like, yeah, but what's the time and date? We will let you know sometime late July. And I'm like, great. So that means I'm coming on all 3 days. They're like, yes,
it-
you are.
it- oh wow.
Yeah. I would say though, unbound sorry, inbound, unbound, whatever you want to call it. It's more for not attending. I know I'm a speaker, I'm too bad. I shouldn't be saying this. It's not for attending sessions only. I feel like you shouldn't be attending only sessions. It's more for networking. It's more for finding the right groups and like right places. What I really find amazing and inbound or unbound now is the brain dates is you can organize your own brain date and they give you the space to do it. You can put out any topic that is something you want to talk about, and it's similar to what we did at this event is people come in, they have a chat, they have a discussion. If you have a problem, they try to solve it. You learn from different experiences and you go back, and that's something I
Cool.
found totally. I found that versus a session more helpful for me. So that's what I do. And then what I try to do is I put a post out on LinkedIn or to my network, and I'm like, I'm going to be there.
Right.
Who's going to be there? Let's meet up and let's see, what we can do there. I try to avoid vendors to like, to Kelsey's point. I'm like, I don't go in that area unless I have to. And they have like really good merch.
Just run through and
Yeah.
don't make eye
Yeah.
contact.
I'm a sucker for good swag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
As a person who decides the swag at my company,
I
I
agree.
always
Check
want
it
to see
out.
what's there.
I
Yeah.
love
See
the
what's
bottle
popular.
we got at the last
Yes,
day. It was amazing. So that was a good thing. And some
that
of the
was.
swag was good. But I didn't get all the swag. So Brianna and I went to the airport back together, and Brianna was talking about the eye mask and this and that. I'm like, what
What?
eye mask? I didn't get any of these
Yeah,
things.
like a sleep
And
eye mask, which it's like really silky and I really love it.
I
But
think
then
I
like I got
saw
a
that.
candle and I didn't take the candle, so I like left it with my housekeeping tip. I was like, you want a candle?
You got a
But
candle?
yeah, in
see,
my bag.
we didn't get any of this.
I didn't get
They
any of
said you
that.
have
Just
the
the water
VIP
bottle.
bag.
I have
Yeah,
mine here. I really like it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I like the
amazing.
bottle.
I didn't get the eye mask either, but I saw it somewhere after breakfast at the very end. I saw them like giving away some other free things, like other
Mm.
hats. I
Mhm.
grabbed a hat. I was like, oh, are these free? Okay. And I did see the eye mask. I didn't take one because I have one already. But I did take a chili sauce, hot sauce.
Did they but
Oh,
you
I
had
didn't get a
checked in
sauce.
luggage.
Um, yeah, I was checking in my luggage. I actually had a lot of hot sauce from Santa Fe too that I was just like bringing back for people.
I
Nice.
agree. I did that with my previous trip. Some of the hot sauce we got from there was really, really good, I'll be honest. We're still using some of it, like the salsa and everything to make curries. And I shouldn't say this, we shouldn't be making curries out of salsa, but we're doing it. And it was good.
Hey, if it tastes good,
Yeah.
I regret I should have gone into the gift shop and like gotten some stuff. I like didn't even think of it until after we left, and I was like, oh, I should have grabbed a
Yeah.
little something.
But I do think when you shop in like the authentic places, you didn't miss much at the gift shop, I'll be honest. Though Tammy did
Okay.
find a painting there.
Yeah.
But you get like really nicer and cheaper stuff in Santa Fe. Did you guys
Oh, for
walk
sure.
through, Kelsey, you and Tammy, did you get a chance to walk through the plaza, like whether in Santa Fe or in Albuquerque, where they like have vendors on the streets or selling
Yeah,
stuff?
Yeah.
Kelsey didn't go to Santa Fe.
I didn't go to Santa Fe, but I
But
went
in
to, there was like
Albuquerque,
an old town plaza,
yeah.
yeah, in
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Albuquerque that had like the vendors on the street and everything, and a lot of like jewelry
Yeah.
shops. It was cute.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bought an obscene amount of things. I mean, I bought this necklace, I bought these
Love that.
earrings.
Ooh.
I bought honestly, I bought a crazy amount of things. I bought a lot of sand art,
Ooh.
um, and a lot of jewelry.
Nice.
Like nothing totally, it's funny because there's a lot of turquoise there, and turquoise is actually my birthstone. So I have this like I don't know, I don't really like that. People just my whole life have been giving me turquoise, and so I have this like negative association with it. But actually some of it was really, really beautiful. So I did get some pieces. And my mother was coming to visit for her 80th birthday right after I got back. And I found her a really beautiful necklace with some turquoise and all
Oh,
kinds of different colors in it in Santa Fe. And
Nice.
to my surprise, she liked it. So she
Yay.
That's a
never likes
win.
anything I give her. So yeah, she liked it. So it's definitely a fun place to go shopping for sure.
yeah, I agree. Do we want to talk about your lucid dreams? I was fascinated because I don't remember shit from my dreams, unless it's like a really strange one. I probably remember one or two, but hearing you both talk about your dreams and the way you control it was like, what the hell?
I
It's
don't
one of
know if
those things that you can practice. Like, you can
How do
get
you,
better at it.
I
how do
think,
you,
Brianna, you're more advanced than me because I don't think that I can fully control my
I can't
dreams.
control, but I can acknowledge that I'm dreaming. And like, if
Mm.
I'm like, this dream sucks, I can wake myself up. So
wow.
it's
That's
not like I
control.
control what's happening, but I can like acknowledge that I'm dreaming and be like, I'm done with this and like move on.
I don't
So
know if I
Wow.
can do that, but I know when I'm in a dream and I'm really enjoying it, I can keep it going for longer. That I can do.
Kelsey, can you control your dreams?
No, I cannot. What is your secret? How do I get better
No.
at it? Teach me.
How do
I
you
have no
do that?
idea.
I don't know. There's different books and stuff on it. I don't do all like the different things. Some people say like, oh, if you set an alarm and wake up, like you have to wake yourself up and like get alert and then go back to sleep because then you dream more vividly and are like more likely to acknowledge that you're dreaming. But yeah, some people just can't. My
Hmm.
husband said he's never can tell when he's dreaming. So
I cannot.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I will say, Brianna, like I'm curious because in general, I would classify myself as having a sleep disorder. I don't get a lot of sleep. I have a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of problems sleeping to the point where like I've gone to doctors about it. And so I don't actually know if my dreams happen when I'm kind of not getting a lot of sleep and I only go into REM maybe for like the last 30 minutes and that's when it happens, or if it only happens when actually take my medicine and I'm in a very deep sleep or something like that. Do you have sleeping issues also or not at
No,
all?
and I don't like take anything for sleep, but I feel like my dreams are most vivid like at the end of the night, like,
Yeah.
probably within the hour of waking up if you're looking at actual
Yeah.
like dream time. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's such an interesting thing
Do
to
you
to
monitor
hear
your
other
sleep
people's.
with like your Apple Watch or
I
anything?
don't I don't I charge it at night, so I don't wear it while I'm
Oh,
sleeping. So it'd
okay.
be interesting maybe to wear it once or twice and be like, what's
What is
happening?
happening?
Yeah, I definitely I haven't done it in a while, but when I first got my Apple Watch, I was monitoring it a lot and I noticed like how many times I was waking up to go to the bathroom, like 4 or 5 times to go to
Oh
the
wow.
bathroom. Yeah. I drink a lot of water at night and like I take all my pills at night with like a huge glass of water.
Wow.
I don't know. But
Oh.
And I definitely sleep better when I take my medicine. But even since our conference, I've actually had some really weird dreams
Oh my God.
even since then. So, and I've only taken my medicine, I think, once because it's not the type of thing I have to take every day. It's just like as
Yeah.
needed. And yeah, I've had dreams of like a coworker of mine that left the company very suddenly. I've had like multiple dreams about him for some reason. And also I think I had my very first dream about my dog ever since I've had him.
Oh,
Um
Oh, I dream about my cats all the time.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were in my
Usually
dreams.
it's like me
They're
being
somewhere
somewhere
else.
that the cat shouldn't be, where it's
Yes,
just like, oh, I'm at
exactly.
work and like my cat's here. It's like, oh no, I'm chasing Gilda.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Where you're like, oh no, gotta
Yeah.
like get the cat back to where it
I
needs
love
to
the
be.
The
names.
cat's name
Uh,
is Gilda?
she
That's
Yeah.
has
cute.
Yeah.
really
Gilda the
cute names for
rabbit?
her cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
she's a little black cat, Gilda. Gilda and Darwin are my two cats.
That's
Those are
cute.
great names.
Thank you. I think
Oh,
so too.
you know what I love? I love Kelsey's kid's name, her boy's name, Oscar. I was like, that's such a
Yeah.
nice name. Who, no one
It's a
like,
good name too.
yeah. And she's like, I like old school names. And I'm like,
Yeah. I
I
like
can
a good
tell. That's
classic
nice.
name.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Oscar,
classic
he
names are
had
fun.
his first birthday party. How was
Yeah.
that?
Oh
Yeah. It was really good. Yep. So he just turned 1. We had a little party out in the
Oh,
park with just both of our families and a couple friends, and he loved his cake. I didn't really think it through. It was very warm out, and I made him like his own kind of like banana cake with like a coconut cream frosting because I was like, he can't have all the
yeah.
sugar in the cupcakes. But we made it kind of Hungry Caterpillar themed. So the cake was the
Oh.
red, and I put so much food coloring in it to make it as red as I could. So when he was like eating it, it was just like it looked like a carcass, like all over him. It's just dripping it on me 'cause
oh.
I held him too, which was also not the
Oh,
smartest, but it was fun.
You
And
probably
on
have good
Aw.
pictures.
so, yeah.
That's
that's so
cute.
cute. I did see the photos on Instagram. I was like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
that's so
yeah.
cute. What about, let's talk about what's next for you ladies. I know, Brianna, you have a new job, but what are you looking forward to? What's next? I like how
We're
there
all
was a
dead
silence.
silent.
There was like nothing.
I can say I'm actually going to France for work in a couple weeks.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm going to the Cannes Lions Festival, which is the big global
Oh,
advertising festival. It's
yeah.
like just a couple weeks after the Cannes Film Festival, which I think is happening right now. Um, so yeah, that's a week in Cannes. Um, it's very exhausting. I did it last year. It's a lot of work, but then I'm taking the train to Paris and I'll be in Paris for the weekend to unwind, which is
Wow.
nice.
Fun.
And maybe
Yeah.
you'll meet someone there.
Oh,
Frenchman.
maybe.
Maybe.
Frenchman.
um, yeah. Yeah. And then what else am I doing? I think yeah, well, my dog is having surgery on July
Oh,
22nd. Yeah, for a hiatal hernia, which is actually what my dream was like he regurgitated in my dream,
oh,
My
which
God.
he does normally, but he regurgitated like a lot more in my dream than normal. So I think that probably was just like an anxiety dream, but
Yeah.
that's happening this summer too. So I have a fun-filled summer.
Highs and lows.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I don't have anything big planned. I mean, Minnesota summers are really lovely, so I don't really leave usually. And now it'll be our first summer with Oscar where I'm actually like hopefully getting some sleep and able to like be a functioning
Yeah.
human in the world. So it's really fun. He's like so close to walking, so we're really like on the precipice,
Oh,
I think, of being
that's a
able to
big
like
one.
do more stuff outside and go to parks.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
so
a
I'm
big
just looking
one.
forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
fun.
But you, Brianna.
Well, starting the new job tomorrow, so gonna
Yes.
be drinking from the fire hose for a little bit, and then next week I'm
Yeah.
actually going to NYC for like some
Oh,
in-person onboarding and
you're
an
coming to New
executive
York?
advisory. Yeah, for Sunday through Tuesday, so I'll be there for a very short window, but
Oh,
um getting to meet a lot of the people, which in a, remote world, you don't get to do quite often with your coworkers,
Yeah.
if not like, maybe SKO or like a conference here and there. So it's nice that I'm going to be so soon meeting like all the people I interviewed with and some other folks that are starting and the advisory board and everything. So I'm super excited for that.
well, if you
Yeah.
have any free time, let me know. I'll meet you for coffee. But it sounds like you're going
I
to be
know,
really
I don't
busy.
know. I'm going to get there Sunday night and then I've got stuff
Oh,
like all day
yeah.
Monday and then dinner with everybody and then
Yeah.
Tuesday until 4 and then I have to like go straight to the airport to fly back home. So I feel
Okay,
like
I'll just
it's just going to be
wave.
go, go, go the whole time. But yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, well, maybe for like Sunday evening, I don't know. We'll see if I'm gonna be
What
actually be
part?
meeting up with other. I don't even know yet. Like, I'm not even
Oh,
sure. I gotta, I haven't really. I've bought my plane ticket. That's as far as I've gotten. So I'm not sure like what hotel we're staying at, or I think we're meeting. Like all of our meetings are going to be like at a partner's office because we don't have a physical. We have like I think like a flex shared space, but not like a dedicated office. So I don't even know where that is. So I'm like, I'll let you know when I find out. My
that's
neighbor said the
exciting
same thing
though.
because he lived in New York for like 14 years. He's like, oh, I can tell you all the good restaurants. I was like, I don't even know where I'm gonna be. So I'll let you know when I find out.
Have you been to New York before?
I haven't. No, it's gonna be my first time there.
Oh my
You
gosh.
must maybe extend a day and like see. Oh no, it's a new job, so you
It's
never
a
know.
new
It's a
job,
new job,
yeah.
yeah. So I gotta fly back home and be ready to sign on the next morning and keep
Yeah.
Well,
cruising.
Brianna, when you do figure out where you're going to
Yeah,
be, message me, text me, and
for sure.
I'll try to recommend like some, even if it's like a morning coffee place or something,
Yeah, for
or
sure.
something that you can do.
Yeah.
It's New York. There has to be
Yeah.
something to do. Well, I'm so glad we all spoke and caught up. I'm
Wait, what
so.
about you?
Oh, what am I doing next?
Yeah.
I did something this weekend. Actually, I did some really big things this weekend. On Friday, I had a booth in Canada for a new business I started with a partner called Grow Your Rev. So we had like a
Oh
booth
my
for
gosh.
small and medium businesses. We had a good traction of people. I remember both of us were super nervous about it, and we're like, I don't know, we just spent all of this money and I don't know what we're gonna do, but it was really nice. We saw
Oh,
a
good.
nice uptake. We did like a little quiz at the booth. It was like we gave out prizes every hour. I don't know about you all. I'm a little extra with like prizes and gifts, and like we must go all the
Yeah,
way.
you are.
Yeah.
So my partner was like, we must reel it in. We're spending too much. But I was like, maybe it's a first one and we're launching it at the event. We should go all the way out. So we had like $400 worth of prices. I was like, the first hour, I was like, I don't know how it's gonna go. But as the hours went out, the whole day, we got some really good traction. So I'm actually excited about this business and future.
Oh,
And then on the weekend, my girlfriends and I, we did a photo shoot because I had 50K followers on LinkedIn. And it was,
Oh, I saw
nice.
that.
I know we had a little LinkedIn logo cake and everything. It was super fun. And then to top it all off, we went and we did some pottery painting. I
Oh,
made
that's
like
awesome.
Fun.
we got our pieces today, so that was exciting. I know, Brianna, you're not on Instagram, but it's on Instagram. I will
I know
send
I
you
should
the link.
be.
We got to
Yeah.
get you on Instagram. We're like, come join us. It's the
I
place.
should. I should. I gotta see all these things.
Yeah,
You're
so we did
friends
that.
now with an influencer. Little did we know when
Well,
we met Nita that she was like a full-on influencer.
well,
Right?
not on
Yeah.
Instagram. She is on my LinkedIn, but
Still.
well, yeah, I put most of my stuff on Instagram. So I'm excited about that I got to spend time with my friends. They're my childhood friends, actually. We did school together
Oh,
back home in India, and we are all here. So it was nice
Oh.
to have someone like it was a very grounding experience. And on one of the photos, I you I don't know if I want to share. Maybe you'll pop it up in the podcast. I'm like literally like yes, and you could tell You could tell that I'm in my element and I'm going crazy, and both my friends are asking. Yeah, so it was nice to just be yourself, right? And so I'm really looking forward to do. We actually discussed this. We're like, we should do a podcast too, like just all friends and talk about like women friendship and childhood, memories that we had. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Thanks
Love
for
it.
asking. I was like, I'm done. All right, this was really amazing. I really hope that all of us get to meet each other and we do something together. Maybe Unbound is the next
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
And I'm
sure.
gonna figure out if I can get all of you like free tickets and hopefully see you all there. But this was really, really fun. I hope you guys had fun too.
It was
Yeah.
fun. Thank you
I
for
I
organizing.
love being a podcast guest. Thank you for asking.
Thanks for having us.